All right, well, it's snowing, but we're still going to focus on lawn care today. It is April 27th, and we just had our fuel ride for the first time here. Hey, how's it going? Good, good, man. We're excited for this.
Regulations get this taken back like 6 months. Really, eh? Yeah, all the trenching and all that kind of stuff.
No Saudi Arabian fuel here. We only buy Canadian. So Liam, why did we invest in a fuel tank?
Efficiency, that's why. Convenience, efficiency. Make sure the guys aren't taking like hour breaks driving out to like Shell gas station to go get some stuff. They can just do it like right here. They never run out of gas. Even for those jerry cans, they can be pre-mixed in. They just put them into the truck. It's a lot easier instead of going to the gas station with a small jerry can. It's just a lot more efficient. The guys can do it. They can prepare it. Gets it into the trucks a lot easier. It's just all about efficiency right now.
How much did this setup roughly cost? Do you remember?
All in now, about like 12 grand at least, because the tank was about I think 6 or 7 grand. And then we had to pay an electrician to come in and do all the electrical stuff. That was about 2 grand. And then plus all the time and regulations and getting these concrete barriers. Yeah, I'd say between probably 10 to 12 grand.
Wow, we better start doing some lawns here.
Yeah.
Make this thing pay off here. Perfect. So as you can see, guys, it wasn't all just unfortunately, you don't just put a tank here and you're good to go. You got to set up the whole system. So we had to completely drill to set up the electrical because the city of Calgary has to inspect everything we do. Safety shut off, fully electrician to the place, right? Over the outhouse, make sure it doesn't go through there. And then it's all connected here. But hey, this will save time, this will save money, and it's just help us focus on production. Because the most important thing are the guys doing their 30 jobs a day. Not about how many dollars we save on gas. Like, yes, we might save 6 to 7 cents per liter, but more importantly, we'll get the jobs done when they happen. Tyler, this gas tank was your responsibility. Tell us a little bit about the process.
A long process, a lot of electrical work. Did four days of electrical work. Inspectors came, never got done properly, so it's finally done properly, finally getting filled up. Got to fill that with cement and then we're good to go.
Nice. Awesome. And why did we choose Husky? Chevron.
Robertson, because they same day delivery, really friendly people. They've come to actually visit us just to see how we're doing and all that. And really personable people.
This is Canadian gasoline, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
No Saudi Arabia gas here. It's good. That's what I like to hear. So, this is the very first year that we've ever invested in one of these. This is actually a gas tank. It's a way for us to fill up our trucks on site at the end of every single shift. This is 2,300 liters, which will, our trucks are on average about 100, 115 liters. So it'll get us through a couple weeks of production. And what's important is several things here. First and foremost is price. Now we are buying gas in bulk from, Esso or Husky, and they're gonna come in and they give us about 8 cents off per liter for filling it up. So even with changing gas prices, we can at least get some of the savings from there. Secondly, and even more important, is productivity. It was very difficult throughout the season, last season, for, you run out of gas on the site, so you gotta drive to the local gas station. Well, that time is time that you could be spent doing more lawns. So by having to leave the site, especially if you're in sort of an outskirt or rural area, a gas station might add 20, 30, 40 minutes to your clock. And we are paying guys for their hours, the time that they're doing that. And those are, it's time that lawns just aren't getting done. So we want to make sure that no matter what, those trucks can go out and do the jobs and the production for the day. Also, it can get complicated. It's hard for me to get a gas card on every single key for people to go swipe. And then they have to go to that specific gas station like Esso or Shell. It gets difficult and they start buying it on their own credit cards or debit cards. They give us the receipts and it's not scalable. So we need to make sure that no matter what, they have a way to get gasoline. They don't have to ask us for reimbursement and they're texting us for an e-transfer. Hey man, can I get $80 for the gas I spent today? Gone are those days. This unit was about $5,000 to get going. These are Canadian prices, and unfortunately it ends up being, you have to make sure that you're following the permits properly. So we have to buy the cinder blocks to make sure that a truck can't back into it. We need to make sure that it's wired by an electrician and certified. The city's gonna be coming next week to make sure all the certifications are there. And we just gotta make sure that everything's good to go. So all in, this investment will probably be between $8,000 and $10,000, but it will pay off not only in those gas prices, but productivity, productivity, productivity.